Alright, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make two tables in perspective. So first, you're going to draw a horizontal line to the left, and you're not going to make it go past the vanishing point. And then you're going to turn that line into a skinny rectangle. Make sure your lines are nice and straight, going perfectly horizontal. Then you're going to connect the three corners. So the top right, and then the bottom one. You're going to connect those three corners to the vanishing point. So remember, your lines are straight vertical up and down, horizontal, or they line up with the vanishing point. You're never going to have a random diagonal line. Then you're going to take your ruler and you're going to make another horizontal line in the back. That's the back of the table. Make sure your line is nice and straight. And then you're going to put a vertical line on the edge. Alright, so let's make our first leg. So you're going to line up your ruler with the edge of the table, and you're going to make a nice straight line down. Then you're going to turn that line into a skinny rectangle. And then you're going to connect the bottom right of that rectangle to your vanishing point. So you're going to line it up, and then you're going to draw a line until it hits the table. And then you're going to draw a nice vertical line, and that's going to be the side of the table. Okay, so I'm just shading these in so that you can tell the difference between the two sides. Alright, so now we're going to make our table leg on the other side. So you're going to line it up with the edge of the table, make it nice and straight, and try to make sure that that table leg is going to be just as long as the other one. Okay, so you're going to put a little line there, and you're going to turn it into a skinny rectangle. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to connect the bottom corner to the vanishing point. And once you figure this stuff out more, you won't have to draw your lines all the way back to the vanishing point. Okay, and then you're going to draw another vertical line, and that's going to be that other edge of the table leg. And then you're going to shade it in. Okay, now we're going to make our back two legs. So the first one is going to go back here on that corner. You're going to make it nice and straight, nice and vertical. You're not making it diagonal from that corner all the way down to the diagonal line. Okay? And now you're going to make a little horizontal line so that you can make your skinny rectangle. And when you do your tables on your projects, you don't have to make such skinny legs. You can do whatever you want. Okay, and then you're connecting that corner to the vanishing point. Okay, and then you're going to draw another skinny straight line up, and that's going to be the other side of the back leg. And then the last leg is going to be, oh, we don't need these lines, so we can erase these lines. Okay, so the back leg is going to go straight up and down. You're going to line it up with that table edge. And it's going to be really close to your front leg, so you might not even see much of it. It depends on where your table is, how thick it is. Okay, so it's okay if you don't see it if it goes behind the other leg. So then I'm going to make another straight line and shade it in. Okay, and that's the side of the leg. And then I'm making this short line here, and that's the front side of the leg. So I'm going to try to make sure it lines up with the other leg. And now I don't need this line anymore, so I can erase it. So here's my table on the left. Okay, so now I'm going to make my table on the right. So I'm going to start the same way. I'm going to make a horizontal line about 1 inch away from the horizon line. And I'm not going to go over past my vanishing point. And then I'm going to turn that line into a skinny rectangle. And again, when you make your table, you can make it thicker if you want. You can do whatever you want. All right, and then I'm going to connect those 3 corners to the vanishing point. So try to hold your ruler down so it doesn't move, otherwise your lines are going to get all wobbly. Okay. And then I'm going to line up my ruler and I'm going to make that nice horizontal straight line back here. Okay. And then I'm going to make my vertical line down here, and that's the edge of my table. It's straight down. It might not look that way in the video, but it is, trust me. Okay, and now I don't need these lines anymore. Okay, so now I'm going to make that first leg. I'm going to line up with the edge of my table and do a vertical line down straight and turn that vertical line into a rectangle. And then I'm going to connect that bottom corner to the vanishing point. So we're connecting the opposite side of the table legs to the vanishing point when it's on a different side. And then I'm going to put another vertical line, and that's going to be that side of my table leg, and I'm going to shade that in so we can tell the difference. You don't have to shade your table legs in when you get to your project, but I just like to when we start so we know if we're doing it right or not. Okay. Okay, now we're going to do the other leg. So we're going to line up our ruler with the edge of the table. Try to make sure it's nice and vertical, it's not crooked. And then we're going to make sure it's the same length as the other table leg so it doesn't look goofy. And then we're going to make that little line and another vertical line to make it into a skinny rectangle. Okay, and then you're going to take that bottom corner and you're going to line it up to the vanishing point. And then you're going to make another straight up and down line. And that's going to be the other side of that leg. So remember, the table leg has 4 sides, but right now we just see 2 of them. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to make this leg in the back. So I'm going to make my line nice and straight, lined up with the edge of the table. And then I'm going to make another one next to it. And then that's my side. So I'm going to shade it in. And then I'm going to put a little horizontal line. Okay, that's the bottom of the front. And then I put another vertical line going up. All right, now I need to make my last leg from the corner all the way down to that diagonal line. So I'm going to draw a line straight down, and then I'm going to draw another line next to it to the left, straight down. And then I'm going to shade that in because that is the side of that back leg. And then I'm going to draw a little tiny horizontal line here. And then I'm going to do a nice vertical line here. And that's going to be the last leg.